Welcome to The Newsworthy. All the day's news in less than 10 minutes. Fast, fair, fun, and on the go. Today, why Trump could face legal trouble and the big changes coming to his administration. Plus, a winter storm, a 10-minute cancer test, and Google's big plan. Those stories and more in less than 10 minutes. I'm Erica Mandy. Today is Monday, December 10th. You ready? Let's do this. New court filings show federal prosecutors are pointing the finger at President Trump. They say he gave the order that he directed his personal attorney at the time, Michael Cohen, to violate campaign finance laws in 2016, specifically to pay off women who alleged affairs with Trump. To be clear, though, there are no charges against the president right now. At this point, it's all part of other legal documents, like those about the attorney, Michael Cohen, who, by the way, pleaded guilty to several crimes and has been cooperating with investigators. Still, prosecutors did recommend Cohen get substantial prison time. He's set to be sentenced later this week. All eyes, though, are also on the clues about what could still be coming for the president. A top Democrat told CBS News Trump faces the, quote, real prospect of jail time. And even a former U.S. attorney and Fox News contributor says it's very likely the president will be charged with violating federal campaign finance laws. But some Republicans say it's all being overblown. President Trump said over the weekend the claims just aren't true. He said it's time to end what he calls a witch hunt. Much more to watch on this one, to be continued. Big changes coming to the Trump administration, and one of them is about who might get some power over that Russia investigation we just talked about. CBS News reports President Trump has nominated William Barr as the next attorney general, a.k.a. the top law enforcement official in the country. Remember, Trump fired Jeff Sessions from the role, and then he hired Matt Whitaker in the short term. But now, Trump wants Barr to be the permanent replacement. Barr actually had the attorney general job back when George H.W. Bush was president. Some say Barr is highly respected by people in both parties, but the AP reports others worry about comments he's made that have been critical of the special counsel's investigation. He still needs to be confirmed by the Senate. Stay tuned. And there's more. Another big announcement. The White House Chief of Staff, John Kelly, is out. President Trump confirmed Kelly is leaving toward the end of this year. So who's next to be the president's right hand? There are a few names flying around right now. There were reports that the president wanted Vice President Mike Pence's chief of staff, Nick Ayers, but that isn't happening after all. Whoever it is will be the third person now to have that job under Trump in less than 2 years. The Wall Street Journal calls it, quote, record-setting turnover in the White House's senior ranks. The replacement is expected to be announced before the end of the year. Things are supposed to calm down a bit today, but a big winter storm hit the southeast over the weekend. NBC News reports nearly 2,000 flights were canceled. Hundreds of thousands of people lost power in parts of the Carolinas, Georgia, Tennessee, and Virginia. And today, classes in many schools in those areas are canceled. Several governors declared emergencies and told people to stay off the roads. A win and an apology. Oklahoma Sooners quarterback Kyler Murray won the Heisman Trophy over the weekend, the second quarterback from Oklahoma in a row to get college football's most prestigious award. But then the apology. ESPN reports hours after the win, some of his old tweets surfaced that used anti-gay terms. He was 14 and 15 years old at the time. Murray now says sorry, and it doesn't reflect who he is. As for the NFL, you may hear talk of what's being called a Miami miracle. With 7 seconds left, the Miami Dolphins surprised the New England Patriots and pretty much everyone else with a game-winning 69-yard trip to the end zone. ESPN reports it was the longest game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl era. The final score, 34-33. A 10-minute test to find cancer anywhere in the body. Australian researchers have developed this experimental test. CNN reports researchers say cancer forms a unique DNA structure when put in water. And then they've been using gold nanoparticles that will actually bind with that cancer-affected DNA. Right now, this is in early trials and it has not been tested on humans yet, but researchers say it is promising to find cancer sooner and faster. Several more stories still ahead, but a quick break now to thank this week's sponsor, The Neat Company. 2019 is right around the corner, so now is the time to get your finances in order, especially for those who have to keep track of expenses every month, whether it's your own business or a side hustle. The Neat company lets you store your documents in a secure, organized way, and then you can also come back and find what you need quickly with a simple keyword search. No more searching through piles of papers and receipts. And as an added bonus, you're also storing these documents in a safe, disaster-proof way. Neat can help you save up to 12 hours a week. It uses technology to automatically fill out the key data fields, so all you have to do is upload the documents or take a picture of the receipts, and you're done. And I love that you can try it out for free. The Neat company is offering a free 30-day trial at neat.com/newsworthy. That's a free 30-day trial, so you can make sure you love it before you pay. Just go to neat.com/newsworthy. That's neat.com/newsworthy. Now back to the news. Google has big plans for its home city of Mountain View, California. And we're talking literally big plans, as in more than 3 million square feet of offices, 400,000 square feet of retail space, areas of open space for the public, and as many as 8,000 new homes. CNBC reports Google plans to make sure 20% of the homes on its land will qualify for affordable housing. Google wants to partner with a developer to make it happen. There's no guarantee these plans will go through. City officials say they'll be talking about them early next year. Walgreens and FedEx are teaming up to bring you next-day prescriptions delivered to your door. And yes, this is likely a move to compete with competitors like Amazon. Because remember, Amazon acquired PillPack, an online pharmacy with home delivery, and CVS is competing too. It already has a similar delivery service. USA Today reports Walgreens' new service costs $4.99 for next-day delivery of your pills. The nominations for the 2019 Grammys are here. Billboard reports rap stars Kendrick Lamar and Drake lead the way with 8 nods for Lamar and 7 for Drake. But otherwise, the storyline is that the main 4 categories are dominated by women, including stars like Cardi B. And movies are getting some recognition. The soundtrack for the movie Black Panther is up for Album of the Year, and the lead track from the movie A Star is Born by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper is nominated for Song of the Year. And of course, there are many more nominations, so you can see the full list in today's show notes. And there's also talk about the snubs this year. Many are surprised Taylor Swift's album was left off the list of nominees for Album of the Year. The 61st Annual Grammy Awards are February 10th on CBS. It was a quiet weekend at the box office with no new releases, so Disney's Ralph Breaks the Internet won for the 3rd week in a row. Variety says the movie brought in $16 million over the weekend. The Grinch came in a close second at the box office, but overseas, a big debut in China got attention. Aquaman set a new opening weekend record in China for the month of December, bringing in nearly $94 million there. It's released in the U.S. December 21st. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you again to those of you leaving new reviews on Apple Podcasts. I love seeing those come in, and I so appreciate you taking the time to let others know they should be listening as well. And if you want to read more about the stories mentioned in this episode, I always list all the links and sources for you in today's show notes. Just go to thenewsworthy.com, click episodes, and look for today's date. The Newsworthy is ready for you every weekday by 4 in the morning. So I'll be back with more news tomorrow. Have a great day.